obviously disappointing. But credit to Sean and his group. They obviously, they played hard and made one more than we did. Thought we had opportunities, obviously, to help close the game out, but certainly didn't do enough. So none of us did enough. So obviously we don't have much margin for error now, and we'll go back to work and try to fix some of the things that we didn't do right. Yeah, go ahead, Sean.
Josh, it seems like you guys were conservative on offense, kind of some key moments. Why did you guys sort of lean towards being safe in some of those key moments?
What are you referring to, meaning?
Some of the fourth down decision-making, maybe red zone.
Well, I mean, we had, we threw the ball in the red zone, and, they've played good red zone defense. Thought we had a few opportunities, but again, it's a good defense, and they made a couple plays in the red area that we didn't. In a game like that, I thought the defense was playing well, and there was a couple fourth downs where field position was involved, certainly, and made a couple decisions, the decision to obviously, put it up 16-3, and then the decision to not go for it on 4th and 1 or something like that late in the game. Thought AJ had a heck of a punt down there, put it at the 2-yard line, and then, penalties and the couple of big plays, obviously they drove the ball, so.
Josh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead, Honey.
On the play where you kicked the field goal to go up, you had 16 points then. I want to go back to that third down.
Yep.
I think it was 3rd and 7, and one of the options was a route short of the flag. I understand. Can you
Who
talk?
did you throw it to? The Josh, maybe?
I don't remember who. I apologize for
Okay.
that.
I think we had most everybody past it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I think they kind of played a little bit of a, if I'm not mistaken, I think they played a type of zone defense and took away some of our options that were past the stick. And I think Derek ended up checking the ball down to JJ. I'd have to see it, Hondo, just in terms of the whole film and everything else.
Thank you.
Josh, on the winning streak coming into this game, winning 3 straight, it seemed like the team had sort of figured something out and gotten past sort of being capable of this type of performance. Is there any explanation why you think they took a step back in this game?
I mean, I don't look at it as a step back. I mean, we didn't finish the game. That's the reality. I thought we were ready to play. I thought we competed. We got off to a decent start, and then we just didn't capitalize. And the bottom line is until we figure out how to stop losing games with mistakes that we do ourselves, then it makes it very difficult to win. And so, you can't really win until you stop from losing, and that's penalties, turnovers, things like that contribute to that. And so, we've talked a lot about that. We obviously need to do a better job of coaching it and trying to get us to play better.
Josh, how much of a killer was the Tillery penalty?
I mean, we thought we had a good. I don't know exactly what happened. In the scrum of the game at that point, I didn't get any communication relative to what was said or what was done. But, thought we had him in, I want to believe it was 2nd and long at that point. It was a first down play, had the sack, 2nd and long. You like your chances at that situation. They're going to go for it on 4th down. So they still have 3 downs to do it. But to give up a first down in that situation, obviously that's not an ideal scenario. Again, I don't know exactly what happened. So, I'll have to talk to JT.
Is anything Baker did tonight surprising, just how they used him?
No, I mean, we've played against him before. He's a really good competitor, made some critical throws for him. I mean, you'd have to ask them about that. I just, we prepared for all 3 of them, not necessarily knowing who we were going to get, and on a short week. So give them credit. He made enough plays to win.
What did they do to slow the passing game down tonight? I mean, Derek just didn't seem like
they took away some things down the field. We called some, we hit a couple, and then we had a few other opportunities in terms of shots and those kind of things that they defended well, I thought, and forced us to check the ball down a little bit. But that's how they play. They're a good defense. They make you go kind of drive the ball long, hard way and convert 3rd downs, and you have to keep sticking runs in there. But I don't think there was one thing that happened that took away anything specifically. But we didn't end up making enough plays in the passing game to help us win.
With your history as an offensive coordinator, how hard is it to get a QB up and running on 2 days' notice, or is there like similarities with Stefanski and McVay?
I don't know how much. Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. You probably have to. Again, Sean would be able to, answer that question better than I would. If you have no history with the system, that'd be difficult. So if that's the case, then certainly he did a good job of cramming and being able to function. I'd say the more guys, the more time you have in the NFL, look, we all run something similar, some type of verbiage. You just got to get it understood what it means to you and translate it. But again, he did a good job.
Josh, obviously this is a talented team. I mean, you don't get up by multiple scores if you're not, in this league. I mean, what do you think is kind of the disconnect between building those leads and being able to finish teams off once you get up to a situation?
Yeah, you have to look. It's 60 minutes, and everybody will point to the last play or the last 4 plays or the last drive or what have you. But there's plays in every quarter that could have helped us extend the lead. There's things we could have done in all 3 phases that would have put us further ahead in games. And look, I mean, there's a lot of things that go into a result in a National Football League, and I'm thinking of 6 or 8 or 10 of them right now that could have changed some outcomes of drives either way. So these are hard lessons to learn. They are, and like I said. Playing, you always play to win. We're aggressive and try to do those kind of things, but we're 1 yard shy of a first down on the 4th and on the 3rd and 1, and they make a stop there, and if we get it, the game's over. So there's a lot of things we could point to right now that would have helped us close the game.
Josh, as the head coach, wins and losses rest on your shoulders, but when you see the undisciplined penalties, is that the most frustrating part of the game?
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to believe that we teach them the right way, and I think our guys play the right way for the most part. I don't think we've been, a team that's made a bunch of unsportsmanlike conduct fouls, late hits, unnecessary roughness. That's not really been our MO. So, again, I don't know everything that was done or said or what have you, but obviously those contribute to the other team having success. So something we obviously can't do.
Josh, 4 double-digit leads that you've had at halftime now that you haven't come through.
Yep.
Does this seem to follow a similar pattern of the others?
Yeah, we can't get further ahead, and and if this is the National Football League, if you let them hang around long enough, it comes down to one possession, a couple plays, and who makes them. So like I said, this isn't an offensive, defense, or a special teams thing. It's a team thing. We got to be able to extend the lead if we have one, and keep competing, not let our foot off the gas, no relaxing, and try to play the same way we were playing when we had when the game starts, and so just obviously I haven't done a good enough job of being able to get us to do that.
You guys all set? Okay, thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Josh.